Welcome to the Tool Insider. Every expensive DIY mistake starts the same way. With a guess. You guessed the cut line. You guessed the measurement. You guessed the print would be fine while you slept. These 6 tools don't guess. They use real artificial intelligence, computer vision, neural networks, machine learning, to catch your mistake before it costs you money. And one of them stops a spinning saw blade before your hand ever touches it. Let's get into it. Why does every router jig feel like you're building a spaceship just to cut a straight line? The Shaper Origin throws out the jigs entirely. You stick down a strip of shaper tape, special tape printed with domino-style markers, and the onboard camera reads those markers like GPS coordinates. It always knows exactly where it is on your workpiece, down to 1/100th of an inch. Then you just push it. Your hand wobbles. The cut doesn't. The Origin continuously micro-adjusts the bit to stay on your design, faster than your hand can drift. That inlay you've been putting off because the tolerances terrified you? Now it's tracing a shape on screen. Mortises, dados, complex curves, all freehand, all dead on. And because the design lives on the tape, not the table, you can pause mid-cut, move the workpiece, come back tomorrow. It picks up exactly where you left off. No jig on earth can do that. The honest caveat? It's about $2,600. That's real money. But it's a fraction of a full-size CNC, and it fits in a Systener. Trace the line, trust the camera. That's the whole workflow. Around 30,000 table saw injuries land people in American emergency rooms every year. Over 4,000 of them are amputations. You've probably heard of SawStop. It reacts the instant your skin touches the blade. This machine doesn't wait that long. The Altendorf handguard has 2 cameras mounted above the blade, running an AI model trained to recognize human hands. It watches your hands the entire time you're cutting, and the moment one gets too close, the blade drops below the table. Before contact, not after. And here's the part that surprises everyone. Nothing gets destroyed. No sacrificial cartridge, no ruined blade. The system resets. You raise the blade, and you keep working. It sees the mistake coming and simply removes the danger. The honest caveat, this is a professional sliding table saw with an industrial price tag. We're talking 5 figures. It's not going in your garage this weekend, so why show it? Because this is the future your next table saw is borrowing from. Hand detection is coming down market the same way flesh detection did. When it arrives, you'll want to know its name. The blade that refuses to cut you. That's not marketing, that's a neural network. Every 3D printer owner knows the morning ritual. You started an 11-hour print at midnight, and now you're walking downstairs to find out if you made a part or a bird's nest. The Bambu Lab X1 Carbon watches the print so you don't have to. An onboard camera runs an AI model trained to recognize print failures. The community calls it spaghetti detection. The second the print starts collapsing, the machine flags it, pauses, and pings your phone. Instead of losing 11 hours and half a spool of filament, you lose 20 minutes. It also has a micro lidar that inspects your first layer, the layer that decides whether the whole print lives or dies, and catches problems before hour 1, not hour 10. The honest caveat, the AI isn't perfect. It occasionally misses a failure or flags a false positive. Think of it as a smoke detector, not a fire brigade. At around $1,200, it's not the cheapest printer in the room. It's just the one that doesn't waste your weekend. Print it once. Sleep through the night. Quick one. If the Tool Insider is saving you money, the subscribe button is free. 3 more tools and the next one lives in your pocket. Measuring your own house is the most dangerous measurement in DIY. Ladders, roof lines, second stories, all to answer one question. How much material do I need? Hover answers it from the ground. You walk around your house and take 8 photos with your phone. Hover's AI reconstructs the entire exterior as a measured 3D model. Siding, roofing, trim, windows, paint area, accurate to the square foot. That's the difference between ordering 9 squares of siding and ordering 11 just in case. Between 1 trip to the supplier and 3. Contractors have used this for years to quote your roof from the driveway. Now you're holding the same numbers they are. The honest caveat, the app is free, but the full measurement reports are paid. And it's exteriors, not interiors. 8 photos, 0 ladders, every number you need before you spend $1 on material. Be honest, your remodel plan is a sketch on graph paper with 3 measurements crossed out. Twindo turns your phone into a laser scanner. Using the LiDAR sensor on a Pro iPhone or iPad, you scan the room in about 5 minutes. Just walk around and paint the walls with the camera. The AI-assisted service then converts that scan into a real dimensioned CAD floor plan. Not a rough guess. The kind of file your cabinet maker, your architect, or your kitchen designer actually works from. Every wall length, every window position, every weird corner where the house settled in 1987. Captured, measured, drawn. The honest caveat: you need a LiDAR-equipped iPhone or iPad Pro, and the CAD conversion is a paid service per scan. Plan for the file, not for free. 5 minutes of scanning beats 5 hours of measuring. And it never writes down a 42 that was actually a 47. Robot mowers used to make two kinds of expensive mistakes: eating things they shouldn't and demanding you bury a wire around your entire yard first. The Segway Navimow kills both. Vision Fence is a camera system running computer vision that recognizes obstacles in real time: hoses, toys, pets, flower beds, and steers around them instead of through them. Combined with satellite RTK positioning, you draw your boundaries in the app. No wire, no weekend of trenching. Set the schedule, and the lawn just stays mowed. The AI handles the part that used to shred sprinkler heads. The honest caveat: tall, dense grass, tricky yards, and bad weather can still confuse any robot mower. Budget one season of babysitting before full trust. Expect $1,000 to $2,500 depending on yard size. It's not a mower with a camera. It's a camera that happens to mow. 6 tools. Real AI, not marketing stickers. Every one of them exists to catch the mistake before the mistake catches your wallet. Which one would have saved your last project? Tell me in the comments. I read everyone. And if you want the 10-tool version of this list, including the robot that drills ceilings, subscribe and hit the bell. That video's next. This is the Tool Insider. Stop guessing. Start building.